Good day po, my dear students. For today's video, we're going to talk about operations on functions. So in mathematics, di ba, we have four major operations. We have the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So similarly, in function, we also have the operations of function, and we're going to use these four operations. Pero meron po tayong nakadagdag, the composition of function. Now po, in naming functions po, we can use any letter. Opo. So in our example po, we'll use f of x as our first function and our second function, the g of x. So sulat lang po natin operations on functions. So we have number 1, the addition. So ibig sabihin pag may nakita po kayong f plus g, quantity of x, is also equal saying to f of x plus g of x. So ganun din po kapag subtraction, we have the quantity f minus g of x is equal to f of x minus g of x. So similar din po sa f times g of quantity x is equal to f of x times g of x. So kapag division naman po, we will see a symbol like f over g of x is equal to f of x divided by g of x. So yung pang-fifth po nating operation sa function, we call it as the composition of function. And that is, ganito po yung symbol niya, parang bilog siya. So that is f, or the composition of f on g of x, is also equal to f of g of x. So kung makikita nyo, sa f of x, imbis na x yung nasa loob niya, si g of x. So mamaya po, with the use of our examples, we can further understand ano nga bang ibig sabihin nitong mga ito. So for example, our f of x is equal to x squared plus 9x plus 18, and our g of x is equal to x plus 6. Now, my dear students, if we are asked, find, for example, the value of f plus g of x. So again, ano nga pong ibig sabihin yan? That is just asking us to find the f of x plus g of x. So what is our value of f of x? X squared plus 9x plus 18. So that is x squared plus 9x plus 18. And what is our g of x? That is x plus 6. So my dear students, pag nag-a-add po tayo ng mga algebraic expressions, we just combine the like terms. Now the question is, paano natin ma-identify na like term siya? Ma-identify po natin na like term siya once na yung mga exponent po ng mga variables nila is equal. So ibig sabihin ito, x squared, meron po ba tayong nakikitang ibang variables na may power of 2 na x din? Or may nakikita po ba tayong ibang term na may x squared sa kanyang term? Di ba wala po? So ano gagawin natin dyan? Bring down lang po natin yan sa x squared. Now, si 9x naman po. Si 9x, meron siyang kaparehas na term na may x, and it is the x here. O, since parehas po sila na merong x at wala pong number sa taas, ibig sabihin lang po niyan, pag walang number sa taas, ang exponent niya po is 1. So, ibig sabihin ito po, x raised to 1, x raised to 1, o parehas po silang x raised to 1. So, ibig sabihin, pwede po natin silang i-combine. Now, ito po, sabi ko, di ba, kapag ang mga letters po, wala pong katabing number, automatic meron niyang invisible 1 dyan. So, pwede natin yung i-add 1 plus 9, that is 10. So, that is why our next term will be 10x. Now, ano na po, my dear students, yung next natin pwedeng i-combine. So, ito pong si 18 at si 6, parehas po sila numbers na walang variable. So, ibig sabihin, pwede natin silang i-combine. Si 18, so we have 18 plus 6, that is 24. So, ang value po natin kapag pinag-add natin sa f of x and g of x will be x squared plus 10x plus 24. Now, my dear students, paano naman kapag ang pinapahanap sa atin is the subtraction of these two functions? So, halimbawa, letter B, ang pinapahanap sa atin, what is the value of f minus g of x? So, that is also equal to f of x minus g of x. So, what is our f of x? That is x squared plus 9x plus 18 minus the quantity. Ilalagay po natin sa quantity. Opo, bakit? Kasi po kung tutuusin, f of x daw po minus g of x. Ito po, magkaibang dalawang function po sila. Kaya kailangan po ma-distinguish natin kung ano yung ima-minus doon sa isang function. Kaya ito pong lahat ng g of x, naka-enclose po dapat siya ay parenthesis. So that is x plus 6. Then, ano pong next natin gagawin? Kailangan po, my dear students, i-distribute natin si negative per term dito po sa g of x natin. Pero para hindi na tayo mahirapan, wag na pong mag-isip ng kahit na ano. Ang gawin na lang po yung mga dating positive dito sa g of x, gawing negative, at yung mga dating negative, gawing positive. So that will give us x squared plus 9x plus 18. So, sabi po dito, lahat ng negative magiging positive, si positive magiging negative. O since ito, di ba, wala siyang sign sa unahan. Pero understood yan na kapag walang sign, may positive sign po yan. So, this will be negative x at ito si dating positive magiging negative. So, that will give us x squared plus 9x plus 18 minus x minus 6. Now, my dear students, again, combine like terms. So, si x squared, wala po siyang ka-like term. So, meaning to say, bring down natin siya. Paano nga uli natin malalaman na may ka-like term siya? Kapag the same yung variable at the same yung exponent ng magka-same na variable. O dito po, wala naman pong ibang x na may squared na power. So, ibig sabihin, baba lang po natin yan. Ano naman po si 9x? Sino pong ka-like term? Di ba po, si negative x. Pero this time, negative siya. At sabi nga po natin, di ba, pag walang katabi si variable na number, ibig sabihin may 1 po yan, invisible lang. So that is 9x minus x. So ibig sabihin 9 minus 1, that is 8. So that is positive 8x. Then ano pa po yung mga kalike? So si 18 at si 6, parehas po silang mga numbers lang. So ibig sabihin, pwede natin silang i-combine. 18 minus 6, that is positive 12. So our final answer, my dear students, is x squared plus 8x plus 12. So yan po yung result natin kapag ang hinahanap po natin is yung subtraction naman. So paano naman po kapag ang hinahanap sa atin is yun pong multiplication. So we have f times g of x is similar to finding the f of x times g of x. So now, my dear students, i-substitute lang po natin itong mga values na ito. So we have x squared plus 9x plus 18 times x plus 6. Ngayon po, kung sino po, my dear students, yung pinakamaliit na algebraic expression or pinaka-counting terms, yun po yung i-distribute natin dito sa pinakamahaba. So, ibig sabihin, isa-isa po yan. Opo, isa po kay x, isa po kay 6 yung pag-distribute. O, distribute po muna natin ito. X times x squared, that is x cubed. Paano po yan nangyari? Because we are following the laws of exponents. Sa laws of exponent po, pag the same daw po yung bases, so di ba ang base natin dito is x. Similar po siya kay x din. At ito sabi natin, di ba, meron siyang invisible na 1 dito. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, ang i-add lang po natin yung mga exponent natin. So, ibig sabihin po, 2 plus 1, yung ano dito, that is 3. That's why it is x cubed. O, tapos na tayo kay x squared. O, si x naman po at 9x. O, 9x times 9x. So, still, di ba, pareha sila may x. Ano nga pong ginagawa natin? Add lang po yan. So, dito din, wala tayo nakikita ang exponent. Ibig sabihin, meron ditong 1. Dito din po, meron din po ditong 1 na invisible na exponent. So, ano gagawin natin? So, that will give us 9. So, i-add daw po natin exponent. 1 plus 1, that is 2. So, that is 9x squared. So, tapos na tayo kay 9x. Si 18 naman. O, 18 times x, ang gagawin natin dyan, pagsasamahin lang po natin yan kapag multiplication of a number by a variable. So, that is 18x. Now, my dear students, tapos na po ba? Hindi pa po. Bakit po? Kasi ang natapos lang naman natin si x. O meron pa tayo kay positive 6. So, positive 6 times x squared, that is positive 6x squared. Now, positive 6 times 9x, that is 54. That is 54x plus 18 times 6, that is 108. So therefore, our final answer will be, final na po ba yung answer natin? Hindi pa po. Bakit po? We need to still combine like terms. So dun muna po tayo kay x cube. Si x cube po, wala po siyang ka-like term, di ba? Kaya bring down lang natin yan sa x cube. Then si 9x squared, meron po siyang ka-like term. Sino? Si 6x squared. So add natin yan. 9 plus 6, that is 15. So meaning to say that is 15x squared. So, ano pa pong mga may kakalike na term? Si 18, di ba? Si positive 18x, kalike niya po si positive 54. So, that will give us plus 72x. Bakit po 18 plus 54, that is 72. Plus, si 108 po ba, meron po ba ang kalike term? Wala pong kalike term si 108. So, therefore, this is our final answer now. Okay. So, letter D, let's find daw po f over g of x. So, similarly, that is f of x over g of x. So, that will give us f of x, that is x squared plus 9x plus 18 all over what is our g of x, that is x plus 6. So, now, my dear students, meron tayong dalawang pwedeng maging steps in order for us to solve this one. So, if you are familiar with factoring, pwedeng factoring ang gamitin. Pero if you are familiar with synthetic division, pwedeng synthetic division. But either both of the solutions will do po. Opo. So first, let's solve this with the use of factoring. So di ba po sa factoring, ang titignan muna natin lagi is the last term. Pero gagawa tayo ng dalawang parenthesis. So that is, baba muna natin si x plus 6. Ang ifa-factor out po natin itong si f of x. So 18 po, ano po yung dalawang number na pwedeng pag i-multiply, pwedeng maging 18 ang sagot? So isn't it that it is 6 and 3, di ba po? Then ano na pong next nating titignan? Ito pong first term. Si first term po natin is meron daw po siyang dalawang x. So pag pinaghiwalay natin yan, so that will give us x and x. Since lahat naman sila is positive, lagay natin dito positive kasi hindi naman pwedeng maging negative kung wala naman ditong negative. Since silang dalawa positive, ibig sabihin positive din po talaga yan. Then ano pong nakikita? So we have the same terms, or I mean the same binomials. So we have x plus 6 sa numerator and meron din tayo x plus 6 sa denominator. So pwede natin yung cancel. So ano po, my dear students, ang natira? Si x plus 3. So our final answer will be x plus 3. So this is our first process. Opo, this is our first process in order for us to get what is the value of f of x over g of x. Pero paano naman, ma'am, yung sinasabi mo na another step or another solution? Actually, pwede kasi nating gamitin yung synthetic division. Ano naman yan, ma'am, na synthetic division? Yung ginagamit lang natin yung mga nasa unahang, mga unahang number. So what is that? Or the leading coefficient. Yeah, the leading coefficient. So, di ba, ang f of x natin is f of x is equal to x squared plus 9x plus 18. At si g of x natin is equal to x plus 6. Sabi natin si g of x daw yung divisor natin. Ngayon, kung sino po yung nasa baba, ang first step kung gagawin natin is first set the equation into 0. So that will give us x plus 6 is equal to 0. X is equal to, pag inilipat natin si positive, dun sa kabila magiging negative 6. So, yung ilalagay natin dito sa small box or incomplete box is negative 6. So next po, kukunin natin yung mga leading coefficient nitong f of x po, kung ano po yung dinidivide natin. Ngayon, yung mga numbers po nitong equation na ito ilalagay po natin dito. So, si x squared, wala po siyang ibang leading coefficient kundi 1 kasi wala naman po siyang number. So, alam natin na this is 1. Then, si 9 po, ilalagay natin dyan, at si 18. Ngayon, my dear students, gumawa ng linya. Then, bring down 1. So, 1 times negative 6, that is negative 6. Then, add 9 plus negative 6, that is 3. So, 3 times negative 6, that is negative 18. Now, my dear students, positive 18 plus negative 18, that is 0. So, kung makikita niyo po, my dear students, si 0 po, yung last term po nitong column na ito po yung remainder. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-0 po siya, ibig sabihin wala na pong remainder. Then, ano nung next natin gagawin? Lalagyan po natin sila ng mga excess. Pero ito po, mag-start tayo sa 0. Tapos ito, magiging 1. So, anong rules nga po natin sa math? Kapag 1 lang naman ang leading coefficient and 1 ang exponent, aalisin na natin yan. So, that will give us only x. Then, si x raised to 0, that is 1, diba? So, 1 times 3, that is 3. So, our final answer is x plus 3. Or pwede din naman, kapag may 1 dito, lagyan na siya ng x plus 3. Opo. Kasi alam natin na ito po, my dear students, laging walang variable, okay? Yung mag-start yung variable dito po sa second, opo. Lagi iyan, lagi. So what if our f of x is equal to 5x plus 9 and our g of x is equal to 25x squared minus 81? So hanapin po natin lahat ng operations of these functions. So letter A po, f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. Ano nga po sa f of x? That is 5x plus 9 plus 25x squared minus 81. Now, my dear students, nakita natin wala naman pong kalike sign si 25x squared. Kaya since siya po yung may pinakamataas na exponent, for the sake of arrangement, we can write it as 25x squared muna. So, plus 5x. So, bakit natin bringing down si 5x? Kasi po, after ni x squared, ang sunod niya is x raised to 1. Opo. So, that is simply x lang. Kaya 5x po yung sumunod. Then, ano po yung mga may kalike terms pa? Si 9 at si 81. So, 81 plus 9, that will give us 72. So, that is negative 72. So, is this our final answer? Yes, it is. So, ibig sabihin, ito po ang result kapag binag-add natin ang f of x and g of x. So, letter B po tayo. Sa letter B natin, we have f minus g of x. So, simply, that is f of x minus g of x. What is our f of x? That is 5x plus 9 minus the quantity. Huwag pong kalilimutan na lagyan ng quantity. Opo, 25x squared minus 81. Sabi natin, wala nang ibang iisipin. Basta si positive gagawing negative, si negative gagawing positive. Kapag subtraction po, opo, ano po yung papalitan? Dito lang po sa g of x. Opo, huwag pong isasama si f of x. Okay, so that will give us 5x plus 9. So si dating positive magiging negative. At si dating negative magiging positive. So that will give us negative 25x squared plus 81 plus 9 plus 5x. Now, my dear students, sabi natin, for the sake of arrangement, unahin si x squared. Meron po bang kalike term? Wala pong kalike term, kaya bring down natin yan. Si 5x po, wala rin kalike term, bring down natin yan. At si 9 at 81, magka-like term. So, 81 plus 9, that is 90. So, is that a positive or negative? That's a positive because positive plus positive, that is positive. So, our final answer will be negative 25x squared plus 5x plus 90. So, this is our final answer. Now, how about kapag multiplication? Kapag multiplication naman, we have letter C, f times g of x, or simply that is f of x times g of x. So what is our f of x? That is 5x plus 9 times 25x squared minus 81. So 5 times 25, that is 125x cube. Bakit nga po cube? Kasi po x squared and ito x raised to 1 plus 2 plus 1 that is 3. Kaya naging x cube. So tapos na tayo kay 5 and 25. Si 5 naman kay 81. So negative 81 times 5. So that is negative 405x. So since tapos na tayo kay 5x sa lahat dito sa left side, or I mean sa right side, we move now to our 9. So 9 times 25, that is positive 225. So since meron pa tayo ditong x squared, so lalagay natin dito x squared. Then, si 9 naman times 81, that will give us 729. So this is positive, this is negative. Positive times negative, that is negative. Negative 729. So for the sake of arrangement, we need to arrange the terms by descending order. So ibig sabihin, sisimula tayo kay x cube kasi siya po yung may pinakamataas na exponent. So that is 125x cube. Then plus 225x squared. Then next natin itong siwala ng exponent. So we have negative 405x minus 729. So this is our final answer. So what if naman we have the division? So that is f over g of x. So that will give us f of x all over g of x. What was our f of x? That is 5x plus 9 all over 25x squared minus 81. So sabi natin, pwede tayong mag-factorization and pwede tayong mag-synthetic division. Pero for this po kasing example, mas maganda na mag-factorization tayo kasi medyo may mga rules pa tayong gagamitin kapag nag-synthetic division tayo. So dito po kasi, I want you to remember the concept of the product of sum and difference. So di ba po, sa product of sum and difference, makikita nyo naman agad siya kasi yung first two terms niya, ito po, nasa baba, are actually perfect squares. So 25 is a perfect square. Why po? 5 times 5, that is 25. So ang mga perfect square po kasi, ito yung mga numbers na direktang sagot sa mga numbers na iminumultiply sa sarili nila. So for example, 5 times 5, that is 25. So this is a perfect square. And x squared is also a perfect square because x times x, that is x squared. So ito naman po si 81, still a perfect square. Bakit po? Because 9 times 9 is 81. Now, my dear students, bakit po siya naging sa product of sum and difference? Kasi meron po silang dalawang perfect squares na term at yung middle term nila is difference. Ngayon, bakit siya product of sum and difference? Product siya ng sum and difference kasi pwede po siyang ma-factor out into product of sum and difference. So what is the square root of 25? That is 5x. Kasi meron pa kasi ditong x squared kaya 5x. Then ito din po, meron dito tayo ditong 5x. So kapag chinek natin yan, that is 5x times 5x, 5x squared. Ngayon ito pong 81, still a perfect square. What is the square root of 81? That is 9. So ilalagay ko dito 9. Pero pagandahin po natin yung sulat natin. So that is, again, 5x plus 9 and 5x minus 9. Still the product. Product po kasi meron tayo nakadalawang enclosed na parenthesis. That is multiplication sign of sum and difference. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may nakita na kayong dalawa pong perfect square na difference po yung middle term, or I mean yung symbol po sa gitna, so ibig sabihin, this is a product of sum and difference. So, pwede nyo nang matik na yan na ganito na yung pwede nating maisulat. So we simply copy the 5x plus 9 here. Then ano pong next na gagawin? Cancel po. So yung iba pong mga students, pag kinancel, yung numerator and denominator, ang magiging sagot na is 5x over 9. Ngayon, tama po ba na 5x over 9 ang sagot natin? So mali po, my dear students. Bakit? Because po, yung guiding principle natin dito is a number divided by itself. Is it 0 or 1? Di ba 1? Kaya ibig sabihin, lalagay natin dito may 1 to. So, ibig sabihin, 1 over 59 dapat ang sagot. Or 1 over 5x minus 9 dapat ang sagot. So, this is our final answer. Huwag pong kalilimutan, opo, hindi po acceptable na answer ang 5x minus 9. Kailangan po, kapag yung na-cancel natin is nasa unahan, meron po siyang 1 na sagot dito. Opo, so that will give us 1 over 5x over 9. So next, let's find the composition of f and g of x. So we have f of g of x. So what was our f of x? So our f of x is 5x plus 9. Sulat po muna natin para hindi tayo nagugulo. And what is our g of x? Papalitan daw po natin lahat ng x ng g of x. So that will give us 5 times our g of x will be 25x squared minus 81 plus 9. So that will give us 5 times 25, that is 125x squared. Now, si 5 din po, times 81, that will give us 405. So that is negative 405 plus 9. Now, negative 405 plus 9, that will give us negative 396. So our final answer will be 125x squared minus 396. And this will be our final answer. Kapag ang tinatanong po ay f of g of x. Example, we have f of x is equal to x cubed minus 7x plus 6, and our g of x is equal to x minus 2. So first, what if we are asked to find the f plus g of x? Or simply that is f of x plus g of x. So substitute po, f of x is equal to x cubed minus 7x plus 6 plus x minus 2. So combine like terms. Si x cubed po, wala po siyang ka-like terms. So meaning to say, bring down lang natin yan. Then si negative 7x at si x po, they are like terms. So meaning to say, pwede po natin siyang makombine. So negative 7 plus 1, that is negative 6x. Si positive 6 po at si negative 2, like terms din. So kapag pinag-combine yan, 6 minus 2, that is positive 4. So therefore, our final answer for our addition of both functions is x cubed minus 6x plus 4. So what about kapag ang hinihingi sa atin ay yung subtraction nilang dalawa? So we have f minus g of x. So we have f of x minus g of x. So that will give us f of x is x cubed minus 7x plus 6 minus the quantity x minus 2. Now, ano gagawin natin, my dear students? Si dating positive magiging negative, si negative magiging positive. So that will give us x cubed minus 7x plus 6 minus x plus 2. So, combine like terms, si x cubed, wala man siyang ka-like terms. So, as is lang natin siya, bring down. Negative 7 minus x. So, that will give us negative 8x. Then, si positive 2 and positive 6. So, that will give us 6 plus 2, that is 8. So, our final answer will be x cubed minus 8x plus 8 kapag minus po natin silang dalawa. So what if ang hinahanap sa atin is the multiplication of both functions? So we have f times g of x. So that will give us f of x times g of x. So that will give us x cubed minus 7x plus 6 times x minus 2. So since po mas maikli si x minus 2, siya po yung i-distribute natin per term dito po sa x cubed minus 7x plus 6. So x times x cubed, that is x raised to 4. So x times negative 7x, that is 7x raised to 2. So 6 times x, that is 6x. So tapos na po tayo kay x, kay negative 2 naman po tayo. Negative 2 times x cubed, that is negative 2x cubed. Negative 2 times negative 7x, that will give us positive 14x because negative times negative, that is positive. 7 times 2, that is 14. Tapos may x pa po dito, kaya bring down. Plus or sorry, that is positive 6 times negative 2, positive times negative, that is negative. So 6 times 2, that is 12. Now, combine like terms, kung may mga ka-like terms po siya. So we have x raised to 4, since siya po yung may pinakamataas, ilalagay po natin siya sa pinakadulo. Then nextly, negative 2x cubed, kasi siya po yung next na may pinakamataas na exponent. That's si x squared na po. So that is negative 7x squared. Then si positive 6x and si positive 14x. So 16 plus 14, that is 20. So that is positive 20x. Then next po is si negative 12. Since wala po siyang ka-like term, meaning to say, bring down lang po natin siya. So that will give us x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 20x minus 12 is our final answer for our multiplication. Now, my dear students, what if we are asked to find so letter D tayo, f of g of x. So that will give us f of x over g of x. So that will give us x raised to 3 or x cubed minus 7x plus 6 all over x minus 2. So actually, pwede na tayong mag-factoring, pwede din naman tayong mag-synthetic division. Pero try natin sa synthetic division. So we have here x minus 2. Sabi natin, si divisor is set into 0. Yung nasa baba po, isi-set natin yan into 0. So is equal to 0. X, lipat natin sa kabila si negative 2. And negative 2 siya dito sa side na to. Pero kapag inilipat siya sa kabila, that will be positive. So ibig sabihin, sa x natin is 2. So siya po yung ilalagay natin dito sa gilid. Yan, ilagay po siya sa inverted L. Then, ilan po, my dear students, si leading coefficient ni x cubed? Isa po, that is 1. Then, di ba po, wala po siyang x squared. So, meaning to say, lalagyan natin siya ng placeholder na 0. Then, si negative 7 po, meron tayo sa x. So, ibig sabihin, negative 7 plus 6. So, 6 naman po dito. Bakit po tayo naglagay ng placeholder? Kasi ito po, x cubed, x squared, x, and x raised to 0 or simply 1. Kaya ibig sabihin, required po opo. Since wala kasi tayong number for x raised to 2, lalagyan natin siya ng 0. So, lagay tayo ng line. Now, bring down 1. 1 times 2, that is 2. Then add 0 plus 2, that is 2. 2 times 2, that is 4. So, negative 3 plus 4, negative 7 plus 4, that is negative 3. Negative 3 times 2, that is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 6, that is 0. Sabi natin, yung last pong number, yun yung remainder. Ibig sabihin, wala po tayong remainder. Then, sabi natin ito, lalagyan na natin yan ng tigi-isang x. Then, ito 0, 1, 2. So, therefore, anong answer natin? Our answer will be x squared plus 2x minus 3. So, this is our final answer. Yan po yung result natin using synthetic division. So what if we are asked to find the f of g of x? So di ba po, my dear students, our f of x is x cubed minus 7x plus 6. And sabi natin, lahat ng x papalitan ng g of x. So that will give us x minus 2 cubed minus 7, x minus 2 plus 6. Ngayon po, di ba, meron tayong rules na sinusunod sa perfect square trinomial para ma-expand kapag squared. Dito po kasi ang problema natin is cube, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, gagamit tayo ng binomial expansion or simply the Pascal triangle. Ang Pascal triangle kasi ito yung merong 1, 1, 1. So, ito, pag perfect square trinomial, ibig sabihin, may mga leading coefficient siya of 1, 2, and 1. Kapag 3 naman po, 1, 3, 3, 1. So, anong result nito? 1 plus 2, that is 3. 2 plus 1, that is 3, then 1. So, para siyang Pascal triangle kasi papalaki siya ng papalaki. So, katulad po, di ba, my dear students, nung nakaraan nating lesson, ang perfect square trinomial, meron din baga siyang 1, 2, kasi nagta-times 2 tayo, di ba, nung dalawang term. na i-multiply din natin. Kaya meron siyang leading coefficient na 2 at meron din siyang 1 doon sa y. So, pwede natin gamitin yan. So, we have 1 plus 3 times plus 3 times plus 1 times. Yan. Ito po, ang result niya, ito lang na part na to, okay? So, 1 times x, negative 2. Sulat natin dyan, laging x, negative 2x, negative 2x, negative 2. Then, distribute natin. Dito magiging 3, 2, 1, 0. Tapos dito naman, 3, 2, 1, 0. So, ngayon, 1 times x raised to 3, x raised to 3 is just x cubed. Negative 2 raised to 0, that is 1, di ba? Any number raised to 0, that is 1. So, 1 times 1, 1 times x raised to 3, our answer will be x raised to 3. Plus, negative 1 raised to 1, or negative 2 raised to 1, that is negative 2. Times 2, that is negative, kailan po? Negative 6. Kaya ito po, my dear students, magiging negative 6 siya. So, we have negative 6x squared kasi x raised to 2 squared. Nagigets niyo po? Please comment down below kapag nagigets. Sa pag hindi nagigets, i-explain ko po by our next meeting, okay? So, that is again, 3 times negative 2, that is negative 6. Since meron siya ditong raised to 1, kaya wala namang mababago, okay? Then x squared. So, ito naman po. So, we have 3 times x raised to the 1, x raised to 1 is simply x. So, x times 3, that is 3x. The negative 2 raised to 2, so negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4. Positive 4 times 3, that is 12. Positive 12x. Kaya ibig sabihin nito, meron tayong positive 12x plus. So, we have, so hindi po siya plus. So, 1 times x raised to 0, sabi ko any number raised to 0 is just 1. So, 1 times 1 to. So, we have 1 times 1, that is 1. The negative 2 squared, negative 2 times negative 2, that is positive 4. Times negative 2, that is negative 8. So, therefore, negative 8 times 1, that is negative 8. Times 1 again, that is negative 8. So, our answer, pag in-expand natin, itong x minus 2 cubed is x cubed minus 6x squared plus 12x minus 8. Then, ito naman po, tapos na tayo dito sa part na to. Sa part na to, tapos na po tayo. So, dito na po tayo sa negative 7 times x minus 2. So, negative 7 times x, that is negative 7x. Negative 7 times 2, that is positive 14. Plus 6. Now, combine like terms na po tayo. So, since si x cube po yung pinakamataas, ilagay po natin dyan x cube. Then, hanapin po natin kung may mga similar terms, x squared, wala po. So, baba din po natin sa x squared. Times si 12x po, may mga similar terms na siya, such as positive 12x and si negative 7x. So, 12 minus 7, that is positive 5x. So, si negative 8 po, may mga alike terms siya. We have positive 14 and 6. Negative 8 plus 14, that will give us 6. 6 plus 6, that is 12. So that will give us positive 12. So my dear students, this is our final answer for our problem, f of g of x. So try natin yung g of x. So our g of x again is x minus 2. What is our g of x? Sabi natin, lahat ng x papalitan ng g of x. Kaya ibig sabihin sa x dito, papalitan natin ng x minus 2. Minus 2, our final answer will be x minus 4. Why negative 2 minus 2? That is negative 4. So this is our final answer. That's it for today, my dear students. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you next time. Goodbye!